Hello, hello, beautiful souls, star seeds, and tarot lovers. Welcome back to the Hourglass. How are you guys doing? So, many of you are very aware that we're going to have our first full moon on January 10th. So, that's a couple days or a day later, a day later, and it's a full moon in Cancer, or AKA the wolf moon. So it's going to be extremely powerful when it comes to emotions. All right. So with the full moon, a lot of things from the past returns or it's relived. So you guys just be aware. Some of you may be experiencing migraines, some headaches, muscle aches, even sleep disturbance. All right. So those are just a couple of symptoms. Let me move my water out the way. Ooh, and my ears are ringing. All right, so we're going to start off the day here on the Hourglass with a divine masculine energy update. We're going to see how this full moon is going to affect our divine masculines in the twin flame journey or connection, and we're going to see how it might affect the divine masculinity energies within all of us, which is the collective. All right. All right, so we're gonna start off with the moonology oracle deck. A few more shuffles. I hope you guys are doing great. So all the messages are not gonna resonate with each and every one of you guys' divine masculine, whether it's a he or she. It's all energies, all right? All right, so what is going on? What is the energies? What is the topic? The issue that's gonna circulate this full moon in Cancer, aka the wolf moon. What are the energies? What are the topics that's going to be evolving around this divine masculine? So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So some of you may be Aries, some of your divine masculines may be an Aries. Doesn't have to be, you guys. It's just an energy, all right? So always keep that in mind, you all. All right, so full moon in Aries. Let's see what we could get out of this. All right, so um it may be a little bit too much of self that I'm picking up here with Aries. Sometimes Aries could be very stubborn or self-centered, all right? So it's talking about don't be a baby here. But it could also be the issue that somebody's just really self-pity or it's all about me, me, me. And at this time, you shouldn't be a baby, all right? Be nice and kind. It's all about navigating where you want to be in life as well. Fiery climax approaches. So definitely emotions may be at a peak right now. Very fiery, intense situations. Some of these divine masculine may retreat and go into meditation for some type of peace. Some of them may be very assertive, possibly in a good way, or we hope it's a good way. Yeah. But it's a strong possibility that they may railroad themselves or others. This could also be this could also have a lot to do with the divine feminine, all right? Just being too assertive, being too headstrong as well. It may affect a lot of Aries. So if you have Aries in your chart, I am Aries rising. So again, it's super fiery time. Emotions are going to be running high. It may be exciting for some of you, maybe not. Some of you, temper may flare. The divine masculine tempers may flare. Rash comments or decisions might be made at this time. So it's almost like a warning not to get too heated or too aggressive, all right? So it's almost like there's going to be a price to pay for anything that's very competitive with the Aries energy, all right? Confidence is a key as well. So, sister or brothers to Aries would be Leo and Sagittarius. So, those fire signs may also do well in this full moon in Cancer, but it doesn't have to limit to those fire signs, all right? Let's see what else could be popping off when it comes to your divine masculine. Let's see here if, well, let's try my deck first and then we get some emotions to see what emotions your divine masculine may be experiencing or living in at this time. So I just see the upgrade card. So many of them may be setting a little bit higher standards as well. But I want to see what it comes to the divine feminine. You know, all of my divine masculine's energy update has a lot to do with their divine feminine. You guys, my window is wide open. So if you hear any interruptions, cars, anything of that nature is out of my control. And I do apologize way ahead in advance. All right. So I'm feeling kind of excited. I could hardly catch my breath. And, you know, I was doing just fine before I hit record on that camera. So I don't know if I'm tapping into some of y'all energies or to the divine masculines that's coming through. There we go again, upgrade. So it's a lot of improvements that's happening around this full moon in Cancer. And it has a lot to do with emotions. We still in Capricorn season. So it's a lot about goals, you know, completing a lot of goals that may have been started in late autumn, which was Thanksgiving to now. So some of them may be starting new projects, maybe at a job that's very high stressed, and they're pushing forward, being very assertive with this Aries energy coming through. All right, so it's very possible that some of them may flare up in tempers. So it's almost like a warning. Still, we have, I'm thinking about Leo and sister sign or brother sign, Sagittarius. You know, networking, not wanting any more delays and roadblocks, bypassing all those stuff to complete some goals here. So let's see when it comes to the divine feminine and the twin flame connection. What's going on there, beloved? What's going on there, beloved? What's going on? It says it was easier to lie. So some of your divine masculines are not telling you the truth because they just find it very convenient, or it's just much easier to lie. So they may be coming up with all type of excuses or ways to get out of a situation when it comes to the divine feminine. So, you know, again, tempers may flare. So beware, divine masculines. Or if you're viewing, check yourself, please. Check yourself. Try not to go the easy way because, again, it has consequences. We did see that in this fiery climax approaches. Tell me more when it comes to divine masculine and a divine feminine. You guys, this could also resonate with the divine masculine within you. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know. I just got the phrase in my mind. I feel to scream. All right. So we have change your energy. Wanted to come out there. So divine masculines, you may be changing your energy. Some of you make transition from lazy to very aggressive right now. Wow, around this full moon in Cancer. Give me one more card, please. All right, so there's a decision being made. And a couple of phrases on top says, can't I have the best of both? Please don't pressure me. So some of you are trying to get some details, and it says unworthy. So a lot of these divine masculines are still triggered by the divine feminine. They still lack a lot of confidence, even though we have sister brother signs, Leo and Sagittarius, Aries, that what's coming through for me, what I'm picking up here. And you know, Leo in this deck is all about confidence and being the key to success. So these divine masculines may be very much not hitting their mark, and this is why tempers may flare. This is why we have assertive, because they really need to come to a decision. So a lot of these divine masculine are still indecisive, and they're not wanting to make a decision right now because it was easy to lie. So they're changing their energy, possibly from this around the full moon in Cancer. I already mentioned that it's going to be very powerful emotionally. So they may, some of them may relive a lot of emotional unresolved situations from the past. So their past may be coming back to slap them in the face, or they really have to make a decision here. I very much feel like they're going to be very anxious, or they're going to feel pushed to make a decision as well. So it's almost like at the last minute, they're going to change their energy for a lot of them. So, you know, it's a lack of money also as well. And this could very much be chipping away at their confidence. I know a lot of divine feminines feel that the divine masculines shouldn't worry about money, but as a protector, as a provider, that is one of the main goals society or the trends put a lot of pressure on the masculine's energy or the males um, as a collective. All right, so with the past coming back, it's really an opportunity for the not only for the divine masculine, but as a collective, is given that opportunity to release any type of confusion or pain. But all of that is going to come through because, again, it's a very emotional, powerful time in that full moon in Cancer. Right, it's about you know having that chance to figure out what is on the other side of the bridge. Again, some of us are going to be reliving some very emotional, unresolved issues, could be pertaining to old relationships, old habits, old patterns, addictions, limiting emotional beliefs, and such. All right. It's going to help us unlock our personal power for those of you that decide to face the music. We all have free will, including our divine masculines, and they have their free will not to face the music or release anything that's emotionally or hindering their growth, especially when it comes to the divine feminine, the divine femininity energy within them, and this twin flame connection. All right, so let's see, how are they feeling about their divine feminine? How are these divine masculines that's coming through the reading today feel about their divine feminines, whether it's male or female? Or this divine masculine feeling about their divine feminine? All right, so they're feeling kind of bored. I feel for a lot of them, they're uninterested when it comes to the divine feminine and this twin flame connection because it's nothing really going on. Again, it was easier to lie. Didn't want to face the music for a lot of them. Didn't want to make a decision. And they may be changing their energy as well. All right, I feel like a lot of them has been anticipating or waiting for the divine feminine to come and approach them, and it's not happening. So it's almost like they're not, I'm not saying that they're uninterested in the divine feminine or the journey or the connection. It's like they feel bland. Their life feels colorless. It feels gray without the divine feminine's presence. And some of them are very much waiting, playing this waiting game. I won't be surprised if the hangman comes through today. Some of them are very much waiting for this divine feminine, for whoever it resonates, to come forward. So their life right now is kind of bland. We have the yes card wanting to pop out. Let me see if anything else. How is this divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine? We are going to question those cards as well. How is the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine? So again, so we have uninterested and then we have interesting. All right. So they're very much still curious about what's going on in the divine feminine's life, in their reality, now that some of you are definitely ended a cycle or may have put a, has severed communications right now. You're definitely in a long period for some of your silence, no contact. So they're definitely fascinated. They're still fascinated by the divine feminines overall. Very interested, but again, they're waiting for the divine feminine to come back around, being that they feel so insecure because a lack of money, a lack of courage, a lack of self-esteem. They feel more safer where the divine feminine coming to approach them because it sets the mood. They I wouldn't say they would plan their position, but they could more feel out. It's easier to feel out where this divine feminine is coming from when they come forward to the divine masculine. To me, that's kind of lazy, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to take my word for it, all right? So there is a fiery climax approaching. Again, this divine masculine may feel like they need to get up. They may be tired of sitting back and may want to jump at the opportunity to come at a divine feminine, whether it's a simple communication, a simple text, a simple phone call. It's some sort of union. May not necessarily be harmonious because there is a warning of tempers to be fled here. So they may want the divine feminine to change his or her energy, or they're going to change their energy. Oh, and we have loving, but again, we have the unworthy being the overall energy paired with the loving. So they may feel unworthy of the divine feminine's affections, of their passionate energy towards them. And I always like to say, if somebody tells you, regardless if it's your divine masculine or not, that they feel undeserving of you, don't take it positively, don't take it negatively, but take it seriously, because they're telling you, they're admitting that they're not fully deserving of your love, or they have not done enough to have you, or have this energy coming from you, right? So just keep that in mind. You don't have to take it personal. You don't have to take it as a trigger warning, but just keep that in the back of your mind. If somebody tells you they don't deserve you, it's because they themselves are confessing that they have not done enough to have you, all right? Or you may have done, divine feminines, you may have done something that was so heartfelt that the divine masculine definitely feels like he does not deserve that type of affection, but they still very much feel very loving towards you. It's just that they're getting kind of anxious, because we do have fiery climax approaches. So they may come in and try to communicate, but there's a possibility of lies here, or tempers being flared as well. They may have this energy of me, very self-centered or headstrong, wanting to control the situation, wanting to pan out in their way, because we have that. Aries could be also talking about Emperor energy as well. Yeah, I definitely feel for some of these divine masculines, they're definitely going to be in their emotions around the full moon in Cancer, aka the wolf moon. So tell me more about this divine masculines. What are the energies going to be surrounding them at the full moon in Aries? You guys, please don't forget to do your full moon rituals as well. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so we have the sun card. I wanted to flip out there, wanting to liberate self, or wanting to bring some type of warmth, happiness, truth to the matter between divine masculine and divine feminine. All right, so I did see I did see the Fool card, wanting that new beginning, wanting to start something new here, feeling very anxious, feeling very bored, feeling like they have to do something about it. I'm feeling very nervous right now, you guys. Oh my goodness. Tell me more about this divine masculine, the sun card again. This is going to be amazing freaking video. I just hope that it's recording properly. So we have the sun card. Again, changing one's energy from being very lazy. Some of you have a lazy lover, divine masculine, whether it's male or female, and that comes from sometimes the divine feminine, male or female. We overcompensate, or we try to over initiate having union. So it's like maybe they got too accustomed with the divine feminine reaching out too much as well, not be motivated to step forward. But I'm seeing here they want to come in very childlike, they want to move through the blockages, or they want to be free to express their happiness with the divine feminine. We have a lot of sunflowers here indicating friendship and being bold, taking bold actions as well. Beautiful. Some of you may love sunflower seeds, or you have sunflowers that's around you on your desk, at work, around your home, or on your way to work, something like that. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, which always seems to come out in a divine masculine reading. What is the Eight of Swords? It's basically whatever beliefs or thoughts that this divine masculine may be having of at this time is not doing any good for them or their higher selves. So they may be keeping themselves away from the divine feminine, or they feel like they're very restricted from the divine feminine, but it's all outdated beliefs could be as well, or it's just an old way, an old pattern of living. So again, in this full moon in Cancer, all of these emotions gonna come back around for the divine masculine to release it, to heal and release it. And again, we all have free will, so your divine masculine has that opportunity to face the music or not, or to run away from it again. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. This may be your divine masculine energy, whether it's male or female. They could be just very nurturing, or want to nurture the situation between them and the divine masculine. Again, all of my divine masculines has a lot to do with them and the divine feminine and the twin flame connection or dynamic. It has nothing really to do with karmics, but if I feel the energy of it, I'm going to talk about it, all right? So they're holding themselves back from coming in and nurturing the situation. Some of them really want to heal, again, nurture it like a baby. For a lot of them, they feel like this connection or putting in effort with the divine feminine, it's almost like another energy, which it is. So it's almost like a baby. It has to be nurtured, it has to be cared for, it has to show affection, loving. I feel for a lot of them, they want to start a new chapter or rewrite or write a new chapter with you. I feel like they want to hold your hand and take this walk with you in life. They think about it a lot. They feel, for some of them, they're now understanding that this is how they really feel. So we have some Taurus energy coming through. Sorry, you guys. So we have air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We also have Earth sign: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And now Taurus is showing up. So we have double confirmation that you may be dealing with a Taurus. You may be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. It could just be the energy that this divine masculine is living in. They could be very sure of what they want in terms of tradition when it comes to the divine feminine. I also feel the need to say that again with this five being here for the Hierophant. It's saying to me, because fives are all about changes as well, and we have change your energy, so it's almost like a double confirmation here for me. What I'm picking up is that there is a change of status or a change of heart. They may also want to lay down the conflict with the divine feminine in hopes that things could go in a nurturing state with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, they may also be nurturing their finances, putting in a lot of effort, really being hands-on in their reality about their money, their finances. So keep that in mind. That may be something that's blocking or delaying union as well. Feeling, again, a lack of money, a lack of confidence, with feeling unworthy to love or give back love to the divine feminine, to be even intimate with the divine feminine. So here I'm seeing that they may have some type of spiritual order, or they need some type of spiritual order when it comes to changing their energy and lying, being deceitful or being dishonest. All right. Still, they may be very indecisive, could even be possibly to come forward and tell you the truth about what they want out of the situation, how they've been feeling as well. Again, we do have the yes card that's sitting here, right? I'm going to get to that. So they may be struggling with their ego as well. Some of them maybe feel like they're being punished for doing the right thing or the honorable thing, whether they're in a marriage, they have children to take care of. They really know they have to work on themselves because of their way of thinking or living is actually keeping them hostage or keeping them stuck in their mind. I do see a lot of purple hair going on. That's giving me the impression that it has a lot to do with the crown chakra. So some of them may have a breaking of the mind around the full moon in Cancer, right? So emotions, and then a lot of this mental anguish, or just relying on a lot of beliefs that's not doing their higher self any good. So with the Taurus, they need the Hierophant, sorry, they need some type of spiritual order. All right, some of them could be learning. This could be a teacher student dynamic between divine masculine and divine feminine. So forgive me, you guys, if I'm speaking a little too fast, but it's a lot of scenarios that's coming through. We also have the Sun card, which could come out as a number 10. So they may be at a number 10 when it comes to divine feminine, thinking about the divine feminine, or knowing that they need to change their energy to a more freeing, a more liberating energy where they're free to express themselves, they're free to be bold. Some of them, they feel like, maybe for some of them, this is how they usually feel in their life, in their reality. But when it comes to the divine feminine, a lot of their old ways of doing things keeps them back because it's not nurturing, or it's not of the highest good. It's not healthy for this type of dynamic, this twin flame journey. All right. Those of you that already know, or you have confirmation that this is a twin flame journey, you know this is your divine masculine, you know that every time you guys go into separation and have this union, the divine masculine you comes back a little bit different. It's never the same fights. If you're going through karmic cycles with your divine feminine, your divine masculine, and it's always the same petty fights, you may be involved with a karmic, somebody that's not awakened to their position in your life or you to theirs. You may also be dealing with a false twin flame. Had to put that out there, you guys. So if this person keeps coming back and it's just more pain, it's more lies, it's more cries, it's more delays, you may be dealing with someone that's unawakened to who you really are, to who they really are, because they're lacking self-love, or it may be a false twin flame. All right, your twin flame, whether it's divine masculine, divine feminine, should always create this energy of bringing you closer to your almighty creator and your angels. All right, that's one for sure indication that you're dealing with your twin flame. All right, so with the Hierophant coming through here, this divine masculine may be thinking about commitments. They may be wanting to change their energy to more committed or more traditional ways of doing things with their divine feminine. All right, so in the past they may be non-committal. um didn't I say about the Hangman coming through? There you guys have it. This is Sagittarius. What is it? Sagittarius Pisces energy. Didn't I mention the Hangman energy? I wouldn't be surprised. So again, some of them may be leaving things up in limbo because they're still learning. Hey, with the Hierophant, it's almost like a teacher energy. So they're still being taught a lot about these outdated beliefs or these thoughts that's just not doing any good when it comes to divine feminine or the twin flame journey. They feel like there's nothing they could do about it right now. And again, this is some type of false story, being that it's under the Eight of Swords energy. Wow, but it's like they're still getting a lot of enlightenments. They're still getting a lot. See, the sun is here, so they're still being illuminated. A lot of truth is being coming out here. A lot of light is being shed on the lies that they told themselves, told the divine feminine, told people, or you know, some people could even be around them telling them lies as well. So it was easier to lie because it's kind of weird what I just got here. So you may be dealing with a divine masculine that lies about, it's like they're not ready to take accountability for their actions because they don't want to look like they're wrong or stupid or held back. So it was easy to lie. Or this may be an habit from growing up from a childhood day. They may be very close to their parent or their mother, or they just have this relationship with the adults in their life where they always wanted to impress, they always wanted to be in a good light, so they would lie about little silly stuff as well, and they seem to always got away with it. So now it's like facing that music, because again, with the full moon in Cancer, a lot of old situation patterns are going to be coming back around to be relived, to be released, and to be healed. Again, we all have free will. I have to keep repeating myself because I noticed people would listen to spreads and they would get triggered and completely forgot about the rest of the messages that are coming through with the cards. All right, so let's keep going. Give me some more. One more card, please. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so many of them may be plagued or tormented with a lot of sign synchronicities about having to come forward and nurture. Again, if they're very bored where they're at, they're watching the time. They could also be seeing a lot of time synchronicities, a lot of number patterns, a lot of number sequences that are giving them the codes to come forward, to be curious, to start a new adventure. With the tabby cat, that's a very masculine energy, very playful, very cunning, very sly. The tabby cats could very much want to be playful as well, so they're getting a lot of synchronicities to come forward with a change of energy. Now again, we all have free will here. Sevens could talk about very conflicted energy at times as well. Challenges. The divine masculine could be feeling like it's a very challenging situation to come forward. They may also be having a lot of different opportunities or chances that's coming forward as well. Some of them could even be getting enlightenment that they're having a lot of promising opportunities, but they're not guaranteed. Almost like they're waking up to the fact that they're being tested before they could come forward to the divine feminine. So, evil forces may be at play where it's pushing a lot of opportunities or options in front of the divine masculine, and it's up to them to really learn from the past to choose what is really good for them. But again, if they're in their mind still relying on a lot of outdated beliefs or things that are just not good for them, this may be very challenging for a lot of them, and this is why they're falling back. This is why they have to surrender to their teachings or their spiritual order, or could also be about traditions. So some of them may be relying on some traditions that they grew up with morals that they were taught. So this divine masculine may be going through a lot of confusion. Seven could talk about confusion as well. All right, so let's see what's under the deck. We have the Ace of Swords, that truth, seeking the truth almost, or even having a lot of aha moments about clarity. Some of this divine masculine may be trying to cut down a lot, cutting through that grass, watching for snakes, cutting through that grass. All right, so I want to find out what's going on with this Yes card. So I'm going to use my deck. Beloved, tell me what's going on with this Yes card. For some of them, they're dealing with a earth sign or somebody that has a very stable job, or they're very stable in life, meaning they may have their own car, their own home that's pushing a lot of opportunities or options in front of your divine masculine, and it's confusing them, almost like some of them are waking up to the fact, or they're very aware that this is a test. And some of them may be waking up to the fact that they're coming closer to union to the divine feminine, and this is why so many things are being offered to them now. Some of them are trying to leave a situation, trying to cut themselves away from a situation, and this person is not wanting to let go, so they're trying to offer them a lot of things, and they're waking up. Some of them are waking up to the fact that only when they want to leave this karmic, or and you guys, karmics doesn't have to be only romantic. It could be a karmic parent, a karmic lifestyle, a karmic job, a karmic way of thinking. Every time they want to get rid of it or cut it loose, it's like they're being bombarded with more opportunities, things that glitter that may not be all that promising. So it's kind of like this may be an ongoing cycle, because I'm seeing a lot of circles. So it's like, and then we have that 10 wanting to liberate self with the Sun card. So it's like they're being illuminated to every time they're coming close to union, or every time they want to reach out to the divine feminine. It's a lot of things that crop up to block them. And this is why we have the truth with the Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Yes card. What is this Yes card about, beloved? Okay, so I just got word to use the love oracle, the romance oracle, and then go back to my deck. So let's try it that way. Let's try it that way. So I got use the romance oracle first and then go back to my deck. All right, so what is this Yes card about when it comes to divine masculine around this full moon in Cancer? Some of them may want to end this separation as well around the full moon. I'm not saying it's going to be on the full moon January 10th, but this is the energy. They want to be assertive, to come forward and cut away this separation with the truth. They may also want to admit that they were lying about some stuff here because of feeling unworthy or insecure, lack of money. Some of them are seeing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of things that are reminding them of their divine feminine. And it's like, it's hard to say if they're afraid or they're just taking their time choosing the best option here, because so many things are being pushed in their path. So it's like I have to choose the correct choice. And it's like some of them may also want to buy you something here, is what I'm getting, or want to come forward not knowing what emotions to come forward on when it comes to divine feminine. All right, yeah. So yes, they want to make the effort because they know that it's worthy, even though they feel very unworthy of the divine feminine, of the loving energy, the intense, because again, the full moon in Cancer is very intense and powerful emotions that's going to be coming up. We did see that with fiery climax approaches. So again, they may be having this jolt of energy with the Sun card, this joy, this vitality to make that effort. Yes, they want to, divine feminine. They definitely want to. They're calling you in. Even though they feel very unworthy, they're praying, they're saying affirmation, they're visualizing with the Seven of Cups, the things that you guys could do, how you guys could nurture and work together, because they're bored. Whatever they're at, whatever they're doing, they're not being fulfilled, and they're having this extra time to daydream, to visualize, to pray, to say their affirmation, to bring you guys closer, to draw the divine feminine in. So if your divine masculine is very aware that you guys telepathically communicate, you guys intuitively pick up each other's energy, they're practicing it. They're practicing it. Some of them may be smoking a lot. Some of them may be burning sages, palo santo. All of those things may be clearing out their energy as well, because they're in this hangman energy. Hangman could also mean meditation as well. All right. And then we have confirmation that they're saying prayers. So they may be doing a lot of cleansing in their home as well. Some of them, I say, could be smoking a lot, whatever that may be. All right. So, and then we have the Hierophant. So it's almost like they're teaching themselves some type of spiritual order by changing their energy. Again, this may all be happening around the full moon in Cancer, aka wolf moon. Again, we all have free will. So just because they may be tapping into this energy may not guarantee that they have the kahunas, or they may be feeling worthy to even come forward. All right. So let's move to my deck. What is this yes card with making an effort? What is that? What is that about? Give me some more details with that, please. Some kind of blockages. Hey, we see in two cards talking about walls. So there's a delay. There's definitely something that's a third party, possibly be that's causing a wedge. Could be distance. Could be not enough money. Again, having dead end jobs, karmic lifestyle where they're living on the edge, not very stable, where they could take care of a connection with the divine feminine, or the divine feminine. Some of them, they're in a marriage. We do have the Hierophant here. Their traditions, their morals, their upbringing could be very much a big factor that's keeping them restricted with the Eight of Swords. There was a pile of cards that fell in my lap. Not going to take it. All right, so we do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy with the Seven of Cups. All right, so it says, so the grow apart came in reverse, and I did mention that they want to end this separation. So grow apart is in the reverse. I would have been very nervous if it came up in the upright, because that is indicating that it's unrequited love. But again, it came up in reverse. So they want to end this unrequited love. They want to bring some type of truth. They want to nurture the situation, you guys. It's on their mind. They're very bored with the ad. They spend a lot of time thinking about ways to come forward towards the divine feminine, but it's like they have to sort out their thoughts. It's like they have to get on the same balance with their thoughts, or their logic with their emotions. All right, again, this is from full moon in Cancer energy. So we have show me your heart and I'll show you minds. Make the first move, reciprocated energy, brave, and openness. So yes, they definitely want to make the effort. We have two confirmation cards about that. But again, some of them want the divine feminine to make the first move, because again, they feel very triggered and insecure just by who the divine feminine is. Very loving energy. And again, the divine feminine may have done a lot of things to melt this divine masculine's heart, and they definitely don't know how to accept that because it was never given to them. Again, they may have been raised a very different way from you, divine feminine, where they were taught to be very masculine, all about adventure. Could be taught that to pursue a lot of physical relationships that bring a lot of money stability, financial stability, where there's nothing to do with love. It's just all about material stability. All right, so now that they have met you, you have opened their heart, you have opened their mind with the Hierophant as well, and the Hangman energy. You cause them to really sit back, or you cause them to double check or think twice before how they come at you. All right, but they're very curious to see how this would pan out between the both of you. Let's see what's on the bottom. Trust what you see, but it came out in reverse. So this divine masculine may be not trusting what they see with the Seven of Cups, having a lot of clarity, a lot of synchronicities, miracles could be happening in front of them, and it's just they may be blown away with fiery approaches, fiery climax approaches. This may be the indication that they're still afraid, because we still have the Eight of Swords. They're still feeling a lack of confidence, and that's because they're not trusting what they're seeing. Their intuition is very much activated. It's always been activated. It's now for them to accept it. Some of them are getting a lot of intuition or a lot of guidance, and it's like they don't know how to handle it. We have clarity and light with not only this card but the Sun card, so they are getting a lot of clarity. There is like their prayers are being answered. They may have asked the Almighty for some answers on how to move forward, and they're getting it. They're getting it, you guys, but it's to trust it and it's to move forward, and that soul guidance. All right, they're being very receptive. I do get that energy. Their guides are helping them, but again, feeling insecure about even putting in action. But the energy is building around the full moon in Cancer. All right, so I hope you guys did enjoy this update of Divine Masculine. I hope that it brings some type of insight. Again, you guys, keep hydrated. It's a very dry January here in Houston. If you guys live where it's dry, it's cold, it's windy, keep hydrated, especially you divine feminines, because it's going to open the channels between you and your divine masculine, he or she, all right? So keeping very hydrated. Again, in the full moon, you guys may experience headaches, muscle aches, sleep disturbance. Drinking a lot of water, keeping hydrated would mellow that out, would balance you out, because your body is 60% made of water. The moon has a lot of influence on the ocean liquid as well. All right, so it's a very intense time. We do have fiery climax approaching, so it's confirming that the energies are very intense, it's very high. Your divine masculine may do something that's very impulsive with the Aries card, but again, they're looking for some type of change of energy. Some of them may even be changing how they look at this dynamic, but it's like it's so overwhelming, it's almost like it's too good to be true. Some of them are praying, some of them are asking for guidance, for answers, and they're receiving it, and it's almost like blowing their mind here. So they're trying to make the best choice. They're trying to fight off with the Ace of Swords. They're trying to cut away a lot of restrictions or limitations when it comes to their way of thinking. With the Hierophant, we see that spiritual order that's all about forgiveness. So they've been working on their forgiveness, and yes, they do want to stop this separation, this unrequited love, these boundaries from separating you guys. The grow apart came out in reverse, and yes, they do want to make the effort, but it's a lot of things they have to clear away, to sort out, to bring clarity to. So this may be another fear of theirs that they may trigger another separation between the both of you. So divine feminines, can you handle the truth? Can you handle this divine masculine making the effort? It may be very tiny as well. We do have some cherries, but they do want to do something that's very sweet, that to make you happy, but it may be in a more friendly type of way. It may be not to the level that the divine feminine may feel like he or she deserve. So you have free will to as well, divine feminines, to accept it or reject it. And again, this divine masculine, he or she is thinking about all of that. We have the Ace of Swords, having clarity, having truth. All right, being honest, acceptance as well. So we have, it was easier to lie, and then we have honesty and acceptance, but it came out in reverse. So they may be not ready to tell you the full truth here, but they are ready. They're feeling that jolt, that energy to come forward and make some type of effort. All right, so again, you guys, if you did enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to all new subscribers. Hit that notification bell to never miss another Hourglass tarot reading. Again, if you feel the need to work with me in a personal reading, do have patience. I am still doing personal readings and still checking a lot of my emails and answering viewers' requests as well. So have patience. It's only me that's running the channel. If you feel very compelled to contribute to the channel, all that information is in the description box below. Again, you guys, comment, comment, comment. Let's keep these free readings going. So I'll see you guys in another video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.